starting now, Be'ez Hashem Yisborach, Nun Ches, and that's going to be a new Perik Zion of Maseches Peah, the 7th Perik. Make it bigger the screen. This is the beginning of Perik Zion. Kol Zayis sheyesh le'shem b'sadeh. Any olive that has a special name, afilu kazayis hanatoife b'shaytoi. Even it's that type of name, like Zayis hanatoife, and his season and his time, that used to be a period in history that type of olive tree was very chashuv. U'shechachoi ein Shikhcha. Then the din is it's not Shikhcha. So, at Parshas Advarim, the Mishnah is talking that a person passed on, he did not collect olives from a certain olive tree. We say if this olive is some special chashchashav olive, then he can still go back and pick from that olive tree. There's 3 types of things that you can make an olive tree into a special tree. B'shmoi, what means in his name? What do you mean that it's special in its name? What does that mean? Shofkhani or shani. It spills a lot of olive oil, or by shani, it embarrasses others. That's how good it is. It produces a lot of olives. What means in its place? It's in a special situation, a special area in the field. So this type of olive, since it's unique, there's no din Shikhcha on that. How about other olive trees? If you skipped over 2 trees, then there's a din Shikhcha. You cannot go back to these trees. However, if you skip 3, it's not Shikhcha. Now I know it's very hard for us to understand, since we're not in this, we cannot even comment on it. How can a person forget to pick the olive tree is supposedly a big tree? So I don't know the answer. But we just have to imagine that such thing could exist, since the Mishnah talks about it. Rabbi Yossi says even a more wonderful statement: Ein Shikhcha l'zeisem. There's no such thing, Shikhcha of zeisem. Doesn't exist. Olive trees are too important that you should say on them that you forgot, and that there's no such din of Shikhcha applying by zeisem. So now the Gemara brings a pasuk to see that such an important, we go on this din of kazayis on a toifa, a special type of olive, there's no din Shikhcha. The Gemara explains, you're going to remember, you're going to end up reminding yourself about it, because it has this important, unique stuff. If it's in his mind, he has something, not everybody knows, but he knows something special about it. Is that considered Mesuyam? He doesn't answer. Another statement. If this olive is next to a decal, that alone makes it Mesuyam. Each one makes the other one special, because each one is next to an atoifa. So it seems from here that if there's a lot of natoifas, then it's not good. That's going to be the next question. It's only because either single natoifa is special, it's an natoifa. If there's 2, so we say each one is special because he is next to an natoifa. Interesting concept. It's not because he is a natoifa, because there's 2 natoifas. What's special about him is that he is in the side of the natoifa. We can ask, so again, that's not Mesuyam because there's 2 natoifas, so each one is on the side of separate. So it's a little bit interesting what this makes it more Mesuyam than the fact that himself is a natoifa. Okay, that's what it says. Zeh Mesuyam zeh, zeh Mesuyam zeh. Hoy is called today on natoifa. Nishmin men adam, yeso im in Shikhcha l'zeisem. Omer b'shem b'yakum, omer Yossi el b'shoinish, shelo ya zeisem Mesuyam. Shabbat Adrianus Arash Echos Kala Aretz. Achsha Zeisem Metsuyim Yesh Lam Shikhcha. Alma Kol Sadei Uloi. He said in the times of Andrianas, that he destroyed all the olive trees of Eretz Yisrael. That's why ain't Shikhcha l'zeisem. So it's so important the Zayas tree that there's no such thing as Shikhcha. But now there is Shikhcha. Shloya zeisem Mesuyam. So I'm not sure what he's trying to be pushed. Here I wrote this way, but now I'm thinking that maybe the other way is right. He wants to be pushed in the beginning when there's no zeisem weren't Mesuyam. So even though there's nothing special, since all the zeisem are special. So I would say now I'm thinking the right shot should be Alma Kol Sadeu Notoifa Name Mahana. Because in the times when there was nothing but Suya, there's also Kol Sadeu, nothing special, just everything is special. So it doesn't matter, everything is special. Since it's he's pushed only from the fact of Rabbi Yossi that Lo Hayah Zeisem Mesuyam. So we can say for us the din of the Toifa is just like Rabbi Yossi when Lo Hayah Zeisem Mesuyam, that there's no Shikhcha Zeisem. I think this is the right shot. I changed it a few times, but I think right now it's narrowly this. Shofkhani Noitef Shemen. What means the word Shofkhani? So special about this olive tree that it drips out oil. But a toifa means dripping. El shehu ois shemen harbe. Shofkhani means he produces a lot of oil. Doesn't mean it drips oil. It means it produces oil. Tani b'mais ois shemen harbe. El shofkhani she ois shemen harbe. Yes, it produces a lot of oil. And the two for Noitef Shemen. B'maisov means something else. She ois harbe. She oisa zeisem harbe. That's what it means. It's a lot of olives, not necessarily a lot of oil. Shofkhani means it produces a lot of oil, and maisav means it produces a lot of olives. A lot of olives grow on that tree. By Shani. No, it's by Shani. Is the Bayamema by Shani Mamish. It's the name of a place. Is the Bayamema who maves lachavre. He mevayish lachavre. Ad du ovet dalet kuflisen. It makes 4 times as the amount of others, and it's table olives. That means kuflisen. Kedet anin tamen kol oimer sodek kav echsha bas kabem shoche kivshi es yesu chaverik mishim Mesuyam. That's the din. Since it makes so much, produces 4 times the amount. It's Mesuyam. When it's asking at the Yav, the Chashanim Meshanim, Kisha Yisra Rubsh Hashanim, Kemisha Mesuyam. Even in most of the years it produces that amount, it's enough. Koimai, Shoim Metzara Gas, it's a Pirza. That's the din. If it stands next to a Makkah Mesuyam, Meshit Meshami, the Sham Omam Hefkenim Hefker, and there, Bechuli. It means the point that Mishnah says there about if it's next to a oimer that was samach to a godish or a gofa or a gather. It's Makkah Mesuyam, it's not Shikhcha. And the Gemara says already, we had this in the previous parak, no, it's not only according to Beshamai. So our Mishnah here, everybody agrees. Taman Tolish b'tzad dovet m'chuber. Since it's an olive tree next to m'chuber, next to a gather, then everybody agrees that's Makkah Mesuyam. Yosi oimer ein shikhcha lezeisem. Yosi elo shein shel lezeisem Mesuyam. Shaban der Yanas Rasha Shikhcha, we had this before. The obviously is based on the fact of that there was no Zaysim in Etzisrael, so everything is chashav. Amr Rabbi Yasser, Lo Yichayev Od Shikhcha Zaysim El Rabbi Akiva. He says that Rabbi Akiva is the only one that says that's din Shikhcha by Zaysim. So it's saying that the whole mission here is not, sounds like a BS, he's saying Shikhcha Zaysim. The other way around, the only one that says there is Shikhcha by Zaysim is Rabbi Akiva. Du doish achrecha achrecha. By Zaysim it says the Sefar achrecha. And it means Peah. You should leave over Peah. It doesn't talk about Shikhcha. So maybe there's no din Shikhcha. Ma'atein Shikhcha Zaysim ki Rabbi Yossi du doish achrecha. I see even why is there a din of Shikhcha? It doesn't say achrecha. So that's similar to achrecha. But here the Torah never says anything about Shikhcha at all. So that's why most Tanoim would say there's no Shikhcha by Zaysim, no such thing of Shikhcha. Yena Boya asked the question. Hain zayis natuf hoil v'u Mesuyam adat der Rabbi Yossi afile hischel boy k'mishel hischel. Interesting question. He's asking maybe zayis natuf. So we'll see next Mishnah that once you started picking and then you forgot and you went to the next one, there's no din Shikhcha. That's a din that once you started already, even though you forgot to finish it, there's no Shikhcha. I'm sorry, I didn't say correct. The din is that if you started, when do you say that there is a din Shikhcha? I have to recap what I said. We're going to see soon that a zayis that has sosayim, even, let's see this. Number one, if it's a lot of olives grow there, there's no Shikhcha. Medva amur mezayis shel ashla hischel boy. Aval hischel boy after the zayis and atufa b'shayta b'shechocha yesh le Shikhcha. If he started already, there is Shikhcha. There is then Shikhcha because you started and you went off. That makes it stronger Shikhcha. He's asking a question now. Maybe, according to Rabbi Yossi, even if you were maschel, Shem Rabbi Yossi ain't Shikhcha Zaysim, and the tufa afile hischel mahana. Rabbi Yossi is always taking away more than Shikhcha. So we'll say that in the tufa we have to give another mila, so to speak, to take away din Shikhcha. What can we add from the tufa? We have to give him some more benefits for the owner, right? So we say a regular olive, it says there's no Shikhcha. But what is in the tufa better? Even a regular olive is no Shikhcha. So let's make it better in this sense. We somehow want to upper him in a certain sense, just like Tanakama says that there is Shikhcha for Zaysim, but in a tufa there's no Shikhcha. According to Rabbi Yossi, we'll also give him a certain madrega, we'll put him up a certain level and say that by regular Zaysim there is Shikhcha if you started and then you stopped. By the tufa, even if it's hischel, then there's still no Shikhcha. That will be the upgrade of Natufa. A regular Zayas, if you started and you went to something else, there is Shikhcha. There is Shikhcha. The malin leicha darga, afile ischle mahana. Why not? The malinan Lai Chad Darga. We'll bring him up one darga. We'll say that even hischel doesn't help. Hischel would help by regular zayis. Regular zayis, if it's hischel, then there should be shikhcha. Mash enkim banatufe, even if hischel doesn't help. Now I'll go to this Mishnah that's going to say that actually this din of hischel. Let's finish this Mishnah. Zayis and intim oimid mishal shurusha shlema bein mishchachai and shikhcha. So here I have a picture of these lines are zaysim, and that the star is a zayis that was in between these rectangles of zaysim, and there's tvua in between, and I guess one olive there in between and a shikhcha. Why? Because it's a unique place, Mesuyam. Zayis is b'sasayim mishchachai and shikhcha. Another halacha. If the olive tree produces a certain amount, a nice amount, then again there's no shikhcha. If you started picking, so here's the fact that we say that if you start already, then it's a stronger svara to say that there should be Shikhcha, because you did a maisa, you started and you went somewhere else, so you did a stronger maisa that should cause Shikhcha to happen. And that's why even zayis on a toifa, if you just skipped it, there's no Shikhcha. If you started and you skipped it, then there is Shikhcha. And we had a question before. Rabbi Yossi would, since he says there's no Shikhcha, even by regular zayis, when a toifa we have to say, even if you started and you skipped it, there's no shikhcha. Because you have to give him one step stronger in a toifa than a regular. So according to Tanakama, it works like this. Regular zayis, there's shikhcha. And toifa, there's no shikhcha. If you started, there is shikhcha even by a toifa. Kol mash yesh le tachtov, yesh le beroishrei. Let's see in the Gemara what this means. Machbe is a certain stick that you use to check if there's any olives hiding. So we're talking about an olive tree that you are still planning to search it out. So when do we say that you did already, you finished your searching, and there's then shikhcha? If you're still busy searching, there's no shikhcha. This is Pashat, he's just saying the Mishnah, the Pashat Tetaich. So what is Pshatak in this din, that if a zayis is in between the rectangles, there's no Shikhcha. What do you mean? There's a ton of olive trees. Why is it Dom Mesuyam? Imishim Shura, didn't get Shura. That olive that's in between, that's in the middle, that's a Shura. Are they Shura? Are they Shurois? Kim Shamukav Shura Gamu Atzmoi, Be'emtza Shura Chashav Kishura. That's my pshat. Maybe other people say it. I didn't find any better hesba what the Gemara is saying here. Omer B'yechlan. Mezayis Nudyan Himasnita. So this is a different pshat. The Mishnah says here that this olive tree that's nimtza is talking about a special kind of olive tree, a superior kind. If there's a certain olive that you don't leave it go, you're very particular to take out every single olive from that tree, so it has a din like a Nudyan. This is just basically going the pshat of Rabbi Yochanan and the Mishnah, that the Mishnah is dealing here with a special kind of tree. It's not just because it's in between in this rectangle there. It must be something special about this tree. Just let's learn this Mishnah here. Is Tanoi Tana, some Tanam say Shanimtza, is Tanoi Tana Shanimtza Oimet. depends on what's the nusach of the Mishnah. It says shenimtza oimed, if this olive tree was found standing in between these three in the rectangles, or just the word nimtza. On the nimtza, you found some special tree. The point is, it's the place where it's standing that makes it chashuv, since it's in the middle of the rectangles, not because of the quality of the olives. So this is two ways how to learn this Mishnah. The Mishnah is not explaining what is so special, the fact that it's here in this. You see the picture here, nimtza. If there's something special about it, like a star, something is very chashuv, or the mere fact that it is in between the three rows, and that makes it chashuv. Because now we just did now the two blat. We did now the daf nun ches and nun tes. Nun ches and nun tes.